What's going on, guys? We're back again with a huge video today, man. We got a massive video, man. We got Piers Morgan interviewing none other than the GOAT, Tom McDonald, guys. So this one is going to be insane. There's a few other people on this as well. DJ Vlad Talib, Kweli. I never even heard of Talib, but I know DJ Vlad, Tom McDonald. Ben Shapiro had a flip and a massive song with Tom McDonald recently called Facts. Guys, go check it out, stream it. Go check out my reaction as well as blowing up my reaction, thank God. But yeah, guys, absolutely fire song. Let me know what you guys think of it. Like, one of the best songs I've heard. Very controversial apparently, but this one's going to be even better. Drop a comment down below. Check out my Patreon. And let's get it, baby. Let's go. Let's see what Piers Morgan has to say first.
Well, this begs the question, has hip-hop gone woke? I spoke to Ben about his unlikely transformation into a rap heavyweight yesterday. And today I'm joined by the artist who actually crafted the song, Tom McDonald. So, Tom, well, first of all, congratulations on this runaway smash hit. You're actually entitled to celebrate it because you are a bona fide rapper. Ben, I'm not...
The #1 rap song in the world. I'll have you know, Nicki Minaj praised them as well.
Quite so convinced by. Maybe a one-hit wonder. First of all,
that's not nice. Tom McDonald is the biggest independent rapper of all time.
Are you surprised by the backlash, or did you predict the backlash and that was one of the reasons you did the song in the first place?
Well, I've made a lot of sort of anti-woke anthems over the years, and there's always a certain degree of backlash that comes with it. So this one was sort of, you know, a lot of my relationship with the audience is call and response. I make a song, people respond in the way that they do. And then I respond again with the next song. So, you know, Facts with Ben is sort of the cap on a long line of anti-woke anthems that have been met with pretty heavy criticism.
Yeah, and it's great to see it, guys. I love to see the anti-woke agenda. It's absolutely whack, guys. Oh my God. There's no good movies anymore. Even rap music's pretty whack, you know, unless you can appeal to a certain amount of people. Like, it just sucks, guys.
Well, in the black rap community have come out and said, look, this is just blatant cultural appropriation racism, because...
I haven't heard anybody say that, guys. And I'm big on the reactor community. So I haven't heard anybody say that. Not one reactor has said that black at all. Just put that out there, so Piers Morgan is full of it.
You're accusing all their music that they produce of being about selling drugs, pushing guns, stripper poles, turning our sons into thugs, and so on. What do you say to that criticism?
That's not what he's saying. What he's talking about, guys, is not that. It's actually funny. He's actually not talking about that. He's saying that basically, you know, that's like 1% of it, maybe a little bit, but he's saying that basically he doesn't want all this crazy... Let's be real, guys. Most of the woke agenda stuff is white people. Like, let's just be real. It is, you know, white Americans specifically. So it's more so of a, you know, different groups, right? Let's see what he has to say, though.
I think that there's, you know, there's all types of rappers out there. There's black rappers and white rappers and Asian rappers and Indian rappers, all types of rappers. And I don't think that criticizing sort of the status quo of the genre or criticizing the prevalent content of the music, I don't agree that there's anything racist about that.
What struck me is that there seems to have been more outrage over you guys lampooning this style of rap music than there is about the actual rap music, which often to me gets an extraordinary pass from criticism. And I said to Ben yesterday, when you have John Legend rewriting Baby It's Cold Outside because it's so offensive, but doesn't rewrite any of the lyrics of any of his rap friends, there's an obvious double standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sort of in general, over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been very prevalent themes in hip hop, you know, sort of objectifying women and glorifying violence and romanticizing drug abuse and stuff like that. And I think that hip hop likes to think of itself as quite a woke genre. And none of those things seem to quite align with what the woke mob.
That's true, because rap can be both, guys. Like, I love that whole, you know, money bag, yo, bitches and hoes. I actually love that kind of music. Like, I do, man. It's the best ever. But I also like people like NF that who doesn't even swear in his music. So I like both guys. I like that kind of, you know, Stunner for Vegas, you know, Eminem sometimes, like that degenerative music that like people put out, like, you know, all rappers, white, black, Asian, whatever, Indian, Emiwe, Bantai, all these different rappers, man, they put out degenerative music, but they also put out that really motivational, do good at life, have good relationships, and try and keep your mental health good. They actually push a positive message and also the negative. So it is actually a weird one. Like, I can think of many rappers that do both, that are like, you know, party music, get you pumped up for the club, you know, pull women, getting drunk, drugs, but then also on the flip side, it's like, yeah, they actually really help you hit the gym, be good at life. So it is a crazy genre, actually.
Is standing up and being vocal again. So I think it's a little bit hypocritical, but, you know.
Do you think you can be number one on the Billboard chart, or do you think you may get subtly shadow banned to stop you getting there?
Well, it's happened before. I've had Billboard refuse to count my album sales. I'm completely independent. There's no record label. There's no distribution. There's no marketing team, nothing. I make all of my beats. I write all the songs. My girlfriend shoots the music videos.
Damn.
Entirely independent of the music industry.
Bro, that's like a flex, though. Like, I don't think anybody can say that. That's such a flex, bro. Yeah, TM is, bro, this dude's a G, man. I love Tommy Tom, man. What a legend, bro.
So, you know, censorship, suppression, shadow banning, is very familiar with all of those things. Like I said, Billboard's refused to count my album sales before. They've removed me off trending charts on YouTube. My distribution company, TuneCore, which is supposed to be the alternative for artists who don't want to sign a major record deal, that they are supposed to be able to go to TuneCore and independently release their own music. So I had TuneCore deny release of this song and say that they will not host it in any form because of quote unquote lyrical content. So, you know, I think the buzz is there, and I think the press is there, and I think that the proof is in the pudding. I have access to the sales numbers, as do many other people. So I think it would be pretty hard for Billboard at this point in time to just blatantly snub us in the Billboard charts.
So you guys see there, Hiss is number 2 and number 3, the explicit and the clean version. And I like that song. Megan Thee Stallion said Hiss at basically everyone. She dissed everyone. Drake flipping, she dissed everyone. Nicki Minaj. So that's a good song, but it's way more offensive than Facts. Like, it's way more offensive, guys. Like, it just is, man. It just is, bro. Like, go listen to the lyrics of those 2 songs. And I'm a music reactor, guys. I know a lot of people give me you know, stuff on the internet, hate on me, but bro, I know music, man. And when it comes to the top chart music, ooh, bro, their stuff is way more their stuff, Ben Shapiro Facts, is way more controversial to people than Hiss, even though it's number 1. That's crazy.
Blatantly snub us in the Billboard charts.
Can you make one promise finally, Tom, which is if you do get there, you don't make as part of your celebration a decision to do a whole album with Ben Shapiro? I don't think any of us could stomach that. Probably
I can absolutely make that promise. I can absolutely make that promise.
Tom, congratulations on the success. I love the record because I see what you're doing with it, and I applaud you for it. It's sending up a lot of double standard, and I think that's important. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Piers.
Okay, we heard from Tom, and now let's hear from the hip-hop establishment. Joining me now from New York is the highly respected rapper Talib Kweli, who also co-hosts the...
Talib Kweli. Okay, I have heard of him. I thought they were just naming some other guy. I know Talib Kweli. This guy is one of the biggest rappers of all time, guys. Crazy. So
Night Miracle podcast with Dave Chappelle and the DJ and digital media mogul DJ Vlad. Well, a very high-powered panel to respond.
Well, Talib Kweli is not DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad is not that famous, guys. He is quote unquote, but he's not, guys. He's not.
So let me start with you then, Talib. You and I have locked horns before on Twitter, as it used to be.
Yeah, you used to troll me on Twitter.
I think we both like to express ourselves forcefully, and absolutely no problem in doing that. What is your objection to this song?
Well, first of all, forgive my voice because I'm coming off tour. My voice sounds a little scratchy.
Forgive it.
I want to congratulate
cool,
Tom. Okay, cool. I want to congratulate Tom McDonald on his journey in sobriety because that's very important to note. That part of his story is about his journey in sobriety. I do think it's very cowardly and very racist to blame hip hop for his addiction. as if white people don't have addiction issues. That's first and foremost. But if we're
I don't think he blamed rap music for that. Did he? Tom McDonald never said that. He never said I'm addicted to drugs and alcohol because of rap music. He just said that those themes are prevalent in rap music, which it is, guys. And I love it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't do drugs or drink that heavily ever. You know what I mean? Maybe in college, but like that's not really. That's kind of everybody does that. So yeah, it is kind of weird, guys. Like that's a bit strange statement.
We're talking about the song "Facts" with Ben Shapiro. Let's have a facts versus feelings conversation, which is something that Ben Shapiro always says. The hook of the song is "This ain't rap," which I agree with. It's not rap. It's not hip hop. Has nothing to do with rap. Pierce, you're wrong. The song has nothing to do with rap. This song, he says, money, cars, clothes. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns. We ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs and your daughters into hoes. This is not facts. He completely erased all conscious hip hop. You see, I got this shirt from Tribe Called Quest, one of the greatest rap groups of all time. He erased what I do. He erased what my people do. And most of my friends don't rap about those things. Tom is lying about rap.
Well, yeah, but hang on. Okay, all right. Yeah, but hang on.
Well, I mean, Nas doesn't rap about like a lot of people. I mean, he does, but a lot of people understand that rap music is both. Like, it does definitely motivate you and help you push through things, but also it can be degenerative sometimes. I mean, guys, that doesn't really matter to me, though. You know what I mean? To me, it doesn't. I don't care about that, honestly.
I don't think he's saying all rappers do. In fact, he made a point of saying he doesn't mean all rappers or all hip hop stars. But there's no doubt some do. There's no doubt some do that.
He made a point. Of course. And there's some country music artists and some heavy metal artists that participate in violent and sexual content.
But even more so. I would say even more so. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, the same amount.
I would never make a song, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't specify that he meant some rap in the song.
That's true.
He specified that on your show when you question him. But on the song, he's saying, I'm trying to be offensive and I'm hoping to upset people. So guess what? As a black man who does hip hop, I'm offended. If you were trying to offend me, well, then you did a good job. To claim that rap or art is a cause of violence and or cause of addiction in his life is irresponsible and hypocritical. When a bomb drops in a nation, it falls on the just and the unjust. I watched a movie called Oppenheimer last night about a white man who made an atomic bomb that dropped on Japanese people because another white man genocided 6 million Jewish people. Killers of the Flower Moon is a great movie about white men who go and pillage and steal from Native American people. Yesterday, a Trump fan from Philly decapitated his father because his father was voting for Joe Biden. That's like vanilla.
Damn, bro. It's not that deep.
ISIS. You can't tell me that in the culture that he claims.
You said vanilla ISIS. That's funny. I like that. That's fun. That's really good, man. I like Talib Kweli. What he's saying here is pretty correct. Like, white people do crazy shit too. Like, that. Honestly, I think white people probably do more crazy stuff than like any other nation. Not trying to be like a woke kind of guy here, but like in terms of like the military, we go like it's always it's mostly like we go up and like shoot up schools and stuff. That doesn't really happen. Like, I see like there's gangs that kill each other and stuff, black gangs, Hispanic gangs, but like white people just do the craziest shit as well. Like there's no innocent race. I understand what he's trying to say, right? Yeah. I get it.
Trump fan from Philly decapitated his father because his father was voting for Joe Biden. That's like vanilla ISIS. You can't tell me that in the culture that he claims that he stands for, that there's no violence and sex.
For sure.
You can't tell me that. Anyone who supports Trump, like Tom McDonald does in his music, after Trump's mugshot, after January 6th, after this man has been indicted for rape and has 91 felonies, you can't tell me about Blue Lives Matter. You can't tell me that you're about law and order. You're being a hypocrite.
Okay. Powerful words. DJ Vlad, you've been sitting there patiently. What do you make of all this?
I mean, I agree somewhat with Talib Kweli, who's also a friend of mine.
They're not going to like people aren't going to like when I mean the internet guys aren't going to like, they're not going to like DJ Vlad, man. I've had a ton of people say to me he's a culture vulture as well, so there you go. This isn't going to go well.
The problem is that when you talk about rap and you want to talk about the gangster lyrics, the violent lyrics, the drug lyrics, when you look at rap as a whole, when you look at the biggest rappers in the world right now, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, these guys aren't rapping about drugs. They're not talking about violence. They're not talking about,
that's true.
Beating women or whatever else. And
I mean, that's true, but they have. You know what I mean? So everyone has, Eminem has the craziest lyrics, and he's a white guy. Jeezy's the craziest lyrics, white guy. Yellow Wolf, I mean, all these guys have the craziest lyrics, man, as well. So it's kind of both, guys. They have both aspects, I think
a lot of times when you have these songs that try to generalize these types of things, it oversimplifies things and it gives rap in general a bad name. So it's kind of annoying. And, listening to the song, on face value, it doesn't sound like he's really saying anything wrong. But a lot of times when you have these sort of white supremacist type of sayings, like, for example, all lives matter, from the outside looking in, of course, all lives matter. But it's really a shot at Black Lives Matter and kind of trying to undermine that type of thing. So I really don't like, what we call in hip hop sneak dissing. And I feel the song has a lot of sneak dissing.
Well, it would be interesting to hear Tom McDonald's thought on that. Like, he has live streams where he talks about that kind of stuff. So I'd like to hear his thought process on that.
Would it be fair to say that hip hop has moved to a, for want of a better word, a better place? That the biggest stars no longer want to rap about stuff that caused all the offense, and actually it's changed. Is that accurate?
See, I don't think that this should be a conversation with 3 white people and 1 black person about the state of hip hop and a referendum on hip hop. I think that's the wrong direction to go. One more thing I'm gonna say about Donald Trump is that Tom McDonald is an immigrant. Donald Trump just said immigrants are poisoning our blood here in America. Donald Trump uses white nationalist rhetoric from Mein Kampf and Hitler all the time, and this guy is a supporter of his. This song is called Facts.
Bro, I mean, I'm not gonna go political on it, guys, but Jesus, like, this is wild. This is a wild interview.
Talib, hang on. Listen, you can have your views about Donald Trump. That's fine. And by the way, you can say.
I said, I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
No,
I'm done with that. That's why I was going to the
I
song.
get it, but the idea that I'm not allowed to, or DJ Vlad isn't allowed to comment about hip hop or rap is ridiculous.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
basically said
DJ
it.
Vlad, no, I didn't. Let me be clear. DJ Vlad is a controversial figure in our culture. A lot of people accuse him of being a culture vulture.
I was just about to say, yeah, they do.
It's not a criticism that I personally agree with, although I do understand the argument. I work with, unbeknownst to a lot of people, I've done more songs with white rappers than any rapper you can name, any black rapper you can name. My next single is featuring Mac Miller, rest in peace. I work with Macklemore. I work with R.A. the Rugged Man. There's no problem with white people in hip hop. There's a problem with racist white people in hip hop. And Tom McDonald's song is racist and is factually incorrect. And I could break down what's factually incorrect in the song Facts, and I could break down how Ben Shapiro started his career by saying rap isn't music. So you got somebody featured on your song who tweeted in 2019, fact, rap isn't music, and if you think it is, you're stupid. Well, that person is clearly not an anti-racist, intelligent person.
Yeah, that's kind of, I don't agree with that, obviously, guys. Like, I love rap music. It's my favorite genre. Of course, since I was like 5 years old, I am obsessed. People don't understand how obsessed with rap music I am, but yeah, to say it's not a music genre is just completely, it's objectively false as well, so.
McDonald owes the hip-hop community an apology for putting someone on a song that in 2009, writing for a white nationalist site, Breitbart, wrote an article saying rap is crap. These people don't respect hip-hop. Tom McDonald is making rap for people.
Well, I think you're missing. Look, I played some of this stuff back to Ben Shapiro yesterday. I think you're slightly missing the point. He's lampooning the world of rap and hip-hop.
I'm not missing the point.
He thinks there's a lot of hypocrisy and double standard there.
I'm very clear that Ben Shapiro is lampooning hip hop. I'm very clear about that. I'm not under any misconception.
But even you must admit, when John Legend goes out of his way to rewrite the lyrics to "Baby It's Cold Outside" because of the Me Too campaign, because he thinks it's about sexual assault, but doesn't rewrite any lyrics from any hip hop or rap song in the last 50 years, you've got to admit there is a ridiculous double standard there, isn't there?
I couldn't disagree more. I completely disagree.
Really?
With that, because I think you're removing all social, political, and historical context that goes into creating hip hop and equating it with the social, political context that goes into creating a Christmas song.
You genuinely think "Baby It's Cold Outside" is more offensive than anything that the
I didn't say that.
Well, you implied it.
I didn't say that. I said No, I didn't imply it. I said you are removing context to make a false equivalency.
No, the
Please don't-
context is very
please don't
straightforward.
misquote
John
me.
Legend chose to rewrite the lyrics to Baby It's Cold
No,
Outside.
I understand.
But he didn't
Piers,
rewrite
Piers,
any of the
Piers.
offensive, misogynist, violent
Piers,
lyrics of his friends in the rap world.
Pierce, I get that that's how you feel, but your feelings
It's not
ain't
a feeling,
facts.
it's a fact.
And the facts is, oh no, that's not. Well, it's not a fact that
It's
a
a
problem
fact
that
that
he did
John
that.
Legend
That's a
hasn't
feeling.
rewritten any
And
lyrics
it's
to
not a
people in the
fact
hip hop
and
world.
it's not a. Piers Morgan, John Legend is not your slave. He doesn't have to do what
He's
you
not my
And that's a
slave, but he
fact.
can be a hypocrite, and he was.
Then let's stop talking about John Legend, because this is not about John Legend. Let's
No,
talk
but
about the
you-
song Facts.
all right, but you-
Let's stop deflecting.
I'm
stop
not deflecting.
and let's talk about the song Facts.
Okay.
Okay, so can we get back to
Hang
the song
on,
Facts?
let me
Okay,
bring in
the
DJ
first-
Vlad. He's
the
been
first
very
lyric.
Talib, there's three of us
Okay,
here.
the-
Let me bring in
okay.
DJ Vlad. You apparently, DJ Vlad, you're a culture vulture. Well, what does that mean, first of all?
Bro, I can't wait till people start calling me a culture vulture. That's gonna be a hell of a day. I've never been called anything ever, by the way, by any black people ever. So you know what I mean. It's always been white people. It's always been white people. Like, you think you're this, you think you're that. It's all my whole life growing up in Ireland. I've only gotten hate from white people. I've never, not even once, got hate from one black guy ever, for anything that I do, in terms of different cultures or anything like that. Never, not even once, and it's always white people. There you go. I'll put that out there.
I mean, from my point of view, I think that's a slang for pretty much any white person in hip hop. I've seen every prominent white person in hip hop being called a culture vulture, from Steve Rifkin to Leo Cohen to Eminem to Mac
black
Miller.
people. Also, black people get called culture vultures. Also, black people get called culture vultures in this culture.
That's true.
It doesn't. It's
Not just
not.
white people,
It's not
also
skin
white.
skin color specific. You can be a black
No, it's
or
not.
white
It's not.
culture
It's not.
vulture. Right. Okay.
It's not. Absolutely.
Am I a
Absolutely.
culture vulture?
But white people do get it. White people do get a little heavier than others, and I've never minded being.
That's
called
right,
that.
because
For me,
white
it's
people.
fine.
That's
I'm not sure.
exactly
I-
right.
yeah.
Because white people are the dominant group. That's how it goes. Racism is not logical or convenient for anybody. Sorry.
Well, I mean, white
Yeah,
people
I
aren't the
don't mind.
dominant
My
group in music.
contribution-
Hang on. White people are not the dominant group in music anymore. I would say most of the
Yes, they
biggest
are.
stars
Yes,
in the
they are.
world right
Yes,
now
they
are not white.
people own all of the record companies. White people own all of the record companies, Piers. That's true.
Well, I
White
had that
people,
conversation
the
with
6 major
Kanye.
labels-
I had that conversation with Kanye, and he felt very strongly about it. And I had that conversation with him, and he may have a point about that.
White
doesn't-
people own all of the.
But it doesn't
money in
change the
hip-hop.
fact
That's
that
a fact.
many of the biggest and most successful and richest music artists in the world right now are black.
The richest people are the people that own the music. You see, Piers Morgan doesn't understand that. Now, I understand that, yeah, the best artists are probably... But then again, there's like Eminem as well. So, like, yeah, it's actually kind of weird. Bro, music is just weird, actually, man. When you think deep into it, you're like, damn, this is like a crazy genre, man.
That is also true.
All right, well, let's change places. How about we get all the money and y'all get to tap dance? How about that?
I don't think you're short of a few bob, are you?
What'd you say?
I don't think you're short of a few bob, as we'd say in England. You've got a few dollars up your sleeve.
It does. The money is not about whether or not one individual makes it. I am an exception to the rule. The vast majority of my people are not rich people. And that's a fact. And I'm an exception to the rule because I make money doing conscious underground hip hop. I'm not doing pop hip hop. I'm not appealing to a MAGA fan base. I don't rap about materialism, misogyny. I don't do any of that. So I'm
Okay.
the exception to the rule.
Talib, it's good to have you on the program. Come back. I've enjoyed this debate.
But hold on.
I've got to move on.
I want to. Okay, but I want to say that Ben Shapiro has a history of racist comments.
Yeah, you said that,
And for
but-
Tom McDonald.
You know what?
Okay,
Listen.
well then y'all should acknowledge that.
Okay, you've said your bit. DJ Vlad.
I don't personally agree with most of the stuff Ben Shapiro ever said, just by the way. The only thing I liked Ben Shapiro on was when he was debating guns with Piers Morgan. That was kind of the only thing I agreed with him on.
Thank you for coming back on. Please come again soon. I enjoyed that debate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely fine, guys. So Piers Morgan, Ben Shapiro, tell me what you guys all thought of the newest song with Tom McDonald, the Fact song. Absolutely amazing. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.